You're listening to XS Manchester, and I'm Clint Boon, and I'm absolutely honoured and privileged to be joined in the studio today by a man whose life, like a lot of others, was changed beyond description. Just a year ago today, his name's Adam Lawler. He was 15 when he went to the arena to see Ariana Grande, 22nd of May of last year, with his good friend Olivia, and everything changed, as we all know. Adam, first of all, thank you very much for coming in. We realise it's a difficult thing that you've been through. First of all, I mean, we're going to talk mainly about music, your love of music. That's why we've got you in, because we want you to play your favourite tunes for 1 hour.
Yep.
This is a thing called Your Access. First of all, if I can go back to a year ago tonight, your main memories, you don't have to be very graphic about what you remember, but your main memories, was it, talk about the gig first of all, the positivity of the feel-good gig that you saw at Ariana Grande.
Oh, yeah. Electric performer, she is. Honestly, I'd seen the set list, it was all good, the massive screen that was on, it was very well coordinated, and, it was an entertaining gig. First support was alright, second one, you hear the phrase B-Tech being thrown around a lot. I'd say, of course, to B-Tech Rihanna, B-Tech Cardi B, whatever you want to call her, she was a B-Tech something. I don't even remember her name, she had a DJ with her.
Right. But generally, your music taste isn't that pop world, is it? You were more on brand, if I can say, what we're
God,
into.
no. I mean, I bang it on at parties, I bang on, pop, rap, trap stuff, like the Xanax SoundCloud rap scene, because that, you can vibe to it, you can get onto it at a party. But if I'm properly out on the night, or I'm, having it off at like a hot day in a field, or at park, I'm just on like Cortinas, Arctic Monkeys, stuff like that. Got to be proper gear.
Yeah, I think it's great to have that diverse music taste. I mean, I have it myself. A lot of what I love, we would never play on this radio station, but I just think it's essential that you don't just explore one genre of music. And it sounds like for somebody your age, I think a lot of teenagers actually are doing that at the moment because of the internet. You're into more than one genre, aren't you? Like you mentioned some styles of music there that our average listener won't have heard of.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, some people these days, you have like the culture of dark fruits lads, roadmen, it's people who see one genre of music and dress, fashion style, language. They see that as a personality. It's not a personality. You got to have a bit of a variety. It brings interest. Like they say, variety is the spice of life. I mean, don't go too much or else you look a bit weird, but, perfectly seasoned, mate, perfectly seasoned.
Yeah. So the arena gig, Ariana Grande did an amazing performance by all accounts, and then everything changed at the end of the night.
Oh, God, yeah, it's like something out of a Vietnam film, like, honestly, this was like something out of Apocalypse Now. It feels like a bad dream. It still feels like a bad dream. I've never been knocked unconscious before, but after that, it's like, and waking up to see what I saw, it changes you. It makes you a different person.
It's hard. I've only got to know you in the last few days, but it's hard to imagine that you are only 16. As I said before, you're a lot more of a man now than you were a year ago.
Oh, God, yeah, I'm getting more like that every single day. I mean, every day I feel like I'm, it's just, sometimes when life's hard, you mature faster. And I think that's really, it's made me a different person, but in good ways as well as bad. I've got more, I'm cynical, and I'm a bit more, stress. I'm a bit more stressed and fearful, but honestly, I'm more confident. I'm more confident in my appearance, more confident in my, just everything.
Let's talk a little bit about Olivia. Tell me about Olivia. She was your close friend. You were with her that night. Sadly, she died in the attack. Give us a little picture of Olivia, what she's like as a character.
She's funny. She was funny, honestly. It's like that kind of funny where she don't really care how people see her. She's having a laugh, and honestly, it's that kind of people. It's those people who have the best time, and honest, they'll leave the biggest impression on you. So obviously, when you lose someone like that, it's a big loss. Fortunately, all my mates are also pretty mad, so it's still the house of fun in the music room at school, but there's still a presence missing.
And you had the honour of walking Olivia's mum down the aisle in November. She married her partner, Paul.
Yeah, that was at Berrytown Hall. It was a small affair. We didn't really want wasn't much media attention to it, but I was happy to do it. But I was probably they're all a bit short, so I was pretty tall. That day I felt quite big. But Charlotte, she was determined to make me feel a bit more like it was her day. And I'm sorry, love, I'm best dressed. You and your frozen heels, me in my Van Gogh tie.
Yeah, amazing pictures. Her mum was dressed completely as a frozen. Was it the princess?
Oh, yeah, it was a frozen cake and a frozen pair of high heels. I don't even think. I honestly, you wouldn't see that at like Broadway or anything. They're not even that extra there. But right. Charlotte. Yeah.
Well, we're going to play a piece of music now. It's not Let It Go from Frozen. We're going to play a track from one of your favourite bands. Should we start with some Cortinas, maybe?
Yeah, this is Not 19 Forever by the Cortinas.
And this is for today's Your Excess, Adam Lawler on XS Manchester. That's the Smiths, frankly, Mr. Shankly on XS Manchester, chosen today by my very special guest, Adam Lawler, who was a year ago today. He survived the attack on the arena. Sadly, his close friend Olivia Campbell didn't make it. We really appreciate you being in here, Adam. Let's talk about music. I mean, that night, what brought 14,000 people together in the arena that night, and millions of people around the world in the following days, weeks and months, that little one word, two syllables, it's just such a massive part of the human experience. I'm talking about music. It is a great healer, isn't it? Has music helped you a lot over the last 12 months?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose one of the songs I clearly remember from, it just come out at the time, Sign of the Times by Harry Styles. I mean, I'll slag off One Direction as much as I like, but his solo stuff it's decent. So Sign of the Times resonated with me quite a lot.
Yeah.
It kind of just said everything about the world, because this was like a turbulent 3 weeks while I was in hospital. We had the Tower Bridge attack, we had Grenfell, and we had the elections, the general elections.
Yeah. It was a hard time, and I remember pinching myself every day thinking, is this stuff really happening? Really happening? So music is... You're familiar with Richard Ashcroft? He had a song, Music is Power, which I quote a lot. Music is power, and it is a great healer. Has music helped you over the last 12 months? Has it helped you to heal?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't think of anything that's been more influential in my life this last year than music. I've met some amazing musicians and singers over the year.
Mm-hmm.
Met Ed Sheeran at Pride of Britain. I think he might actually be the reincarnation of Jesus Christ. He's honestly too nice.
He's lovely, isn't he?
Oh yeah, can't believe it. But I kind of got a new hero after the attack, because I was really concerned about how I look. I mean, I got a hole through the face, one in my chin, and my legs are shattered. And that's not just because I've been walking a long time. Market Street to Spinningfield, that's a long walk.
Yeah.
No, but I saw Liam Gallagher as a hero, not just because of his music, because of his attitude. He doesn't care if someone doesn't like him, because there's a million more who love him. And I appreciate that. I appreciate his confidence, his attitude, his swagger. It's just someone to look up to in terms of a personality. You want to emulate that. You want to feel that power come from within yourself, and it's the greatest gift you can give to yourself, power and confidence.
Yeah, and you got to see Liam's warm side, because a lot of people don't see that. He's got a very warm soul, and you've seen that firsthand.
Oh yeah, he's a classic northern lad. Peggy did a good job raising him. He went to meet him at Leeds Festival. One of my mum's friends, she knows how to do this sort of thing, like set things up. She did a 36-mile walk, Blackpool to Bury, for charity. She set it up. I didn't know I was going to about 3 hours before. We met him 3 hours, a couple hours later. We're in Leeds, and I'm meeting the man I revere as a hero, icon.
Yeah.
And honestly, nicest bloke, such a good guy. We talked a lot. He spoke on the phone to my best mate. It was honestly such a great experience.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, if my future wife or girlfriend's listening, I'm sorry, love. You're not going to top that. Good luck trying, but unless you can book him for singing at wedding, you're not gonna win.
But you're not going to marry Liam Gallagher, are you?
No. Nah, man. On with the birds. Birds.
I think, like you say, the way he handled himself professionally immediately after the arena attack, he did it impeccably. I think a lot of people warmed to him. Plus, he went and released that amazing album last year as well. But I've known Liam as being a man with a warm soul for many years. I think it's nice that it's coming above ground now, that public opinion of him, public image of him. Let's play some more music. Should we play something from Liam?
Oh, yeah.
Can I pick a solo track or an Oasis track?
Let's pick an Oasis track, Cigarettes and Alcohol.
Nice. Do it in a radio presenter style, Adam Lawler. Go on.
Right then. Right, up next is Cigarettes and Alcohol by the Eternal Oasis.
Let's have it. You listen to Excess Manchester. That was the Arctic Monkeys, Mardy Bum. It's your Excess time. We do it every weekday between 2 and 3. And today being the anniversary of the attack on the Manchester Arena, 22nd of May of last year, we thought we'd do something special. We've invited in a young man who was in the arena that night. He survived the attack. He was badly wounded. He's back on his feet now. He lost his best friend, Olivia. But Adam Lawler has popped in to pick all the tunes. And that was Arctic Monkeys. What do you think of the new album?
I appreciate it as an experiment. And I do like... Now, I'm not going to slag it off because I do love Arctic Monkeys and I've got tickets this year. That was honestly one of the greatest moments of the year so far. I've managed to get tickets to the Arctic Monkeys for the Manchester Arena show.
Amazing.
That'll be my first time back there and, it's going to be something worthwhile. But, yeah, it's not Please the Dark Fruits lads and the Tumble Girls, but, it's something that if you appreciate... David Bowie and all that, you're going to like it.
Have you thought about doing journalism? Because you talk like this stuff would be great reviews.
Nah, man, I'm the man on the street. No offence to Piers Morgan, but I'm more like closer to what people are thinking.
Yeah. I think it's something to think about because you've got a good way with words when it comes to describing your music.
I do, but my future, personally, I want to be a barber.
You told me this is amazing. You're going to set up your own barber shop.
Yeah, set up my own barbers, Female, Peaky Barbers.
I like that.
Yeah.
In Manchester, yeah?
Yeah, Manchester. Try Bury first a bit, ground rents and all that. But get off the, first Bury, then Manchester, then tomorrow the world.
Let's talk about Manchester. I know you're from Bury, but I want to talk about the way that...
It's Greater Manchester.
Yeah.
I used to have... My dad has an 0161. I'm allowed it.
Right, brilliant. Well, you can claim it. You're a mank. The way that Manchester reacted after the attack, and the way that the world came to see Manchester as this beautiful community. Did you feel that? Do you feel like Manchester as a city helped you to get through the hardships following the attack?
Yeah. Manchester, it's the greatest city on earth, and I don't think you can really argue with it. You got people like you got what's that? I'm sorry. What's the Longfellow?
Yeah, I can edit this. See, it's called Tony Walsh.
Tony Walsh.
Longfellow. So you do that again, and we can edit it.
Like Longfellow, the One Love. That was immense because a lot of people who went there. A few people who went there, I knew them. Mm-hmm. They were mates. One lad, Jacob, my favourite ginger. You're out, lad. You're listening. Probably doing his exam right now. Let's not lie. And trying to keep out the sun. He was there, and when Scooter Braun, spoke about me, he started crying, soft lad, and said, "That's my Adam."
Brilliant. That must have been a nice moment for you to get recognised like that on the world stage.
That was. I mean, Scooter, if you're listening, can you send me a pair of Yeezys, mate? I've got big feet. Could do with some bit of clout.
What size?
Size 11.
Size 11, right.
Big lad, me. Big unit.
You listen to Excess Manchester. I'm Clint Boon, and today between 2 and 3, it's Your Excess, and it is a very special Your Excess. Today is the anniversary, as you know, of the attack on the arena. And my guest today, Adam Lawler, somebody who was injured in the attack, he survived it. His close friend, Olivia Campbell, died tragically. Adam's been picking all the music, and he's done a great job so far. And it's great to see you've still got you've got a great spirit about you. Let's talk about when you were wounded. You were in hospital for quite a while. Let's talk about some of the people that looked after you.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, I had my family around me, my mates. They came around a lot. I had a good laugh. I couldn't really speak for the first few days. I think they were happy because a bit of a gobby person. Yeah. I've got the gift of the gab, a bit of a charisma. But, first few days, I mean, well, after coming out of basically being sedated for 2 days, I'm not exactly going to be that witty. Anyway, so, yeah, a few of the... I'd like to, show thanks to everyone who, helped me through this, who cared for me and got me back to where I am now. Without you guys, I don't know where I'd be.
Which hospital were you in, Adam?
Royal Manchester Children's Hospital. Despite nearly losing my tongue that night, I was able to convey that I was only 15. People look at me and think there is no way you're 16.
It brings it home to you the fact that when I asked you what hospital, I wasn't expecting you to say the Children's Hospital, but it just brings it home to you how young the affected people were that night of the attack.
Yeah, I was I was looked after so well, mentally, physically. Also showing the true solidarity and the true nature of people. A few of the people who were there to help me were of the Islamic faith. There was no hatred, there was only love, care and attention. It's a small minority, and I mean, obviously you want to get rid of that small minority, but but people here there are people here just trying to live a life and be honest and be good.
Yeah.
One of the people who's helped me throughout all this was my ICT teacher, Mr. Ishtiak, who's basically just helped me get to my GCSEs, the few that I'm doing because of my issue. How I've been in ill health for the last few weeks, months, pretty much since the start of the year, but kind of got well again around my 16th birthday. He's really helped me, so if he's listening, shout out to him. He's not even from Manchester, from Blackburn, up the Rovers and all that.
So you made some close friends, I assume, through all this?
Oh, yeah. A few of them, a couple of people who came to my party were medical staff from the hospital who were just trainees, the A&E nurses, and even the man who was there to pick up his son. And he ended up helping me until the ambulance came and I was taken in.
Yeah. He
was honestly a saint.
Well, it's great that you're back in a position to appreciate the work that people did to help you get better and to show your love for the city of Manchester and to carry on enjoying music. So we should play. There's one tune that, again, another tune we've never played on this station, but I think it's essential that we play it today. And when I said to you on the phone we're thinking of playing this, you were immediately like, yep, we've got to do that.
Bang on.
So do you want to introduce the last song? And before you do, can I just say seriously, I think you'd make a great radio presenter.
You're offering me a job. I'm happy to accept. Just wait till August after my GCSEs are done. I need 10 days leaving. I'm going Cancun, mate.
Right, okay. Well, let's try something else after that. Let's get you back in for something.
Right.
You introduce the last song, Adam Lawler. It's been an absolute pleasure meeting you, and lots of love to you, your family, and Olivia's family as well.
And to yours, Clint. Thank you very much. This is One Last Time by Ariana Grande.